our next theorem. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its opposite angles are congruent. Well, let's go back to a previous example. We said angle D was 50 degrees. And then we were able to solve that angle A was 130 degrees because they are supplementary and they're equal to 180. Now, this theorem says opposite angles are congruent. So what's the opposite angle to D? That would be angle B. And they're congruent, therefore also 50 degrees. What angle is opposite to angle A? That would be angle C. Therefore, angle C is also 130 degrees. Perfect. Last theorem. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, then its diagonals bisect each other. What does that mean? All right. If segment BD is bisecting AC, we know that DF is congruent to FB, and we know that AF is congruent to FC. So if we give them some values, if segment DF is 4 centimeters, we know FB is also 4 centimeters. If FC is 8, we know AF is also 8, because they're congruent to each other because they both bisect. All right, let's practice these theorems. Number 3 is asking to find the angle, a measurement of angle K. All right, what do we know with this one? We know that angle M, over here, we know this is supplementary to these two angles together. Okay, I know we're looking for K, but we can solve for these angle M first. So we know, let's set it up, 24x minus 2 plus 34 plus 12x plus 4 is equal to 180 because they are supplementary. Now let's combine our like terms. 24x plus 12x gives us 36x. Now we have negative 2 plus 34. That gives us 32. And 32 plus 4 is 36, which equals 180. Again, we're solving for x. Subtract 36 to both sides of the equal sign. And then 100 and, well, let's bring the 36x down. 36 minus 36 cancels out. 180 minus 36 gives us 144. Now divide both sides by 36. And x is equal to, can you guess? 36 goes into 144 4 times. Now, we've solved for x, but the question is, what is angle K? We are looking for this angle right here. Well, what do we know about opposite angles? We know opposite angles are congruent to each other. So if we plug in the 4 up here, we can solve for angle K. So let's do it here. 24 times 4 minus 2 will give us angle M. What is 24 times 4? That would be 96 minus 2, which is equal to 94 degrees. So if angle M is 94 degrees, we know the measurement of angle K is also 94 degrees. That was one extra step on that one. All right, last problem. Number 4, solve for x. All right, we have bisectors here. So let me highlight what we see. RF which is right here, is equal to 12x plus 1. And then RT, which is the long one, is equal to 26x. All right, we're going to try to make sense. I'm going to erase this, what we did with the other problem over here. Okay. So we know RT, which is the longer segment, is equal to twice RF, the yellow segment. See, I'll put it back up so we can see it. So let's substitute the values for this. RT is 26x, and RF is 12x plus 1. So to solve this, remember we have to use the distributive property. So 26x is equal to 24x plus 2. Now, in this instance, we're going to get rid of the 24x because we want to combine our x's together. So, subtract 24x from both sides of the equation, and we are left with 26x minus 24x is 2x is equal to 2. Divide both sides by 2 to get x is equal to 1. And here were the 4 theorems, practiced all 4. Now it is your turn to practice.